by a Century. That's by the Tragically Hip. Ah, here it is. Good, good, good. All right, here we go. First thing we climb a tree, and maybe then we talk, or sit silently and listen to our thoughts, illusions of someday, cast in a golden light, no dress rehearsal. This is our life. And that's where the hornet stung me, and I had a feverish dream with revenge and doubt. Tonight we smoke them out. You are ahead by a century. You are ahead by a century. You are ahead by a century. Stare in the morning shroud, and then the day began. I tilted your cloud, you tilted my hand. Rain falls in real time, and rain fell through the night. No dress rehearsal, this is our life. Well, that's when the hornet stung me, and I had a serious dream with revenge and doubt. Tonight we smoke them out. You are ahead by a century. 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 And disappointing you is getting me down. Hydrate or drive, absolutely. That is good. Dihydrogen oxide. That is very, very good. Dihydrogen oxide.
How's everyone this evening? Squirrels seem to be okay. All right, there we go. It looks like I got audio there, so kind of. It seems like it's a little undermodulated, but maybe that's just me. Maybe the microphone's doing its job, and my throat's not doing its job. How's everyone this evening? This is Double Tribble on Twitch, streaming live from New Hampshire in the USA. I'm in a rural area in New Hampshire, surrounded by forests and wild animals and whatnot. I like to stream technology, science, animals, of course, veganism, news sometimes IRL, a lot of different stuff. And tonight, what's the title of my thing tonight? Complete the air purifier, maybe some sewing, and the geography game if there's time. That's what I put in my title. I think we'll stick to that. That makes sense. Today is August 25th, 2024, and it's Sunday evening. If you've been following the channel, you know that I built a air purifier for $2.33 out of just stuff I had laying around the house. And I want to complete that today at some point. It may involve sewing. I put may involve sewing on there because it may involve sewing. I'm not sure yet. There was something that there are a couple things here. Well, before we get going, there was one more thing that I missed in my last stream. I was trying to fill in the stuff that I did a review of Interstellar, the movie, 2014, I think it came out. And there were some things that I missed. And there was one more thing that I missed that I should have mentioned. The one I did mention finally about the bookcase, the metaphorical symbolism behind the bookcase. If you got to watch the movie, you got to watch the review to understand what I'm talking about at this point. But just bear with me. There's a bookcase, and the bookcase symbolizes the passing on of knowledge. That was the metaphor of the bookcase, and I was just surprised that I had not noticed that before until just a few days ago. That I watched the film, three or four times, and talked about it and everything else, and for some reason I just missed that. But something that I did know that I just forgot to mention was Dr. Brand, played by Anne Hathaway. Her name, Brand, that was a specific, they do that, right? In literature and film, they name characters for specific reasons, so their names evoke certain things and all this kind of stuff. And her name, Brand, the word brand, if you look at the etymology of that word, it goes all the way back to branch. And then for branch, it turns into torch, because people, sticks. People would go, hey, go find me a branch so I can make a torch, and that's how it turned into torch. Branch, it turned into torch. And then brand is the name, and then they used the burnt torch to write on things and write their brand on pottery or whatever, and that meaning of the word brand branched off from that. But the word torch kind of continued, and then like Shakespeare used it. It's been used a lot in literature. Brand, meaning torch, like I carry a torch for somebody. It's a romantic thing, right? So Brand, her character, Dr. Brand, Anne Hathaway's character in that movie, did a lot of things, but one of the functions of that character was to be a was romantic, and you know, this is kind of a little bit of just a little bit of opinion here, but in film, you know, women aren't always treated equally in film, and they did that in this one too, I think a little bit. You know, she is a scientist, and there's a lot of stuff about science in there, but the fact that they named her brand and her character is romantically involved with the guy who dies on the planet. I won't say any more than that because it might be a spoiler. And, you know, she's romantically involved with at least two people in that movie. So, potentially romantically involved, I guess. So, the fact that they named her brand kind of, you know, said what the character was. You know what I mean? It kind of defined the character more than her, you know. They didn't name her Einstein, okay? You know what I'm saying? So, anyway, that was another point that I wanted to make about that film. So, all right, moving into today's stream. Over the weekend, yesterday was it? I tried to do an IRL. If you guys looked at my VODs, I tried to do an IRL at a farmer's market. It failed terribly because it's New Hampshire. You know, no cell service. It's just the way it is. And I got there and I brought my video camera so I brought out my phone and I looked and I had 4 bars and I said, oh, this is going to be a easy stream, right? No problem. So I get out my phone and I start the stream. Everything looks okay, and it worked for a while, and then it cut out. And then when I got back and looked at the VODs after it was done, it was just all scramble almost, the whole thing. I got about 5 minutes in the beginning and a few images here and there, but otherwise it was all gone, hardly any audio. So it was all messed up. Had I known, I would have done that in video and done like I've done all my other, almost all my other IRLs, and done a virtual IRL. You know, recorded it just for my video as if it was live, and then played it back later here at home where I've got fiber and stuff. You know, high bandwidth connection. So that didn't work. But while I was out at the farmer's market and out and about, I did come across some. I went to the thrift store and I went to a couple of yard sales and stuff, and I picked up some stuff, some really cool stuff that really I think is really good for me. It'll help the stream. Let's put it that way. First I got these little earpieces. Do I have those here? Yeah. Because you've probably seen me doing this, right, on my stream. Hello. You know, I got to use the speaker to see if the audio is working. So I didn't want to do that anymore. And then at the dollar store, I got these things for $1.25. These little earbuds. $1.25. That's pretty good, right? You buy the same thing from Apple, you pay what, $125 or something. You know, I don't know. So I got these things, but I didn't like the way they feel, and it just, you know, and also the connection is it's got a microphone built into it. I didn't really want that, but it has a volume control. I mean, look at this, $1.25. How does this happen? You got a connector here with here. You got a connector here. It's got the microphone, right? It's got 4 conductors here. 1 ground, 1 mic, and then right and left. Right, it's got 4 conductors, and normally you've got 3 of these things, 3 conductors for right and left on a speaker, and that's all I really needed. But they do work on the computer that I needed to use them with, because that computer is aware of this type of connector. But I just didn't like the way they didn't fit in my ear right, and everything. So I didn't like that. But maybe I'll find another use for those somehow. But what I did find is I went to the thrift store, the Salvation Army thrift store, and I was browsing through their stuff. looking for, whatever I could get because I needed some other, like a USB stuff, and I ran across these headphones here. Rock something. I don't know if that says Rock Jam or Rock Vam or Rock I Am. I'm not sure what that says there. But I think, oh God, cheap, well, it's $4. So I said, okay, $4. Maybe if it doesn't work, maybe I could repair it. Maybe I could, do something. Just $4, right? So I bought these, and they're great. They are really good. I did I can listen right now. I don't want to wear them all the time through the stream, but I can hear my voice really good, and they have got range. They have got fidelity. I actually did a test because I was always wondering about my microphone too. So what I did is I got a test file. There's a frequency sweep and stuff like that, and I put it on my computer. And so I played this frequency sweep back. You know what that is, right? In audio, it starts at a 20K or whatever, 20,000 cycles per second sound, really high-pitched sound. And it slowly goes down, sweeps down, all the way down through all of the frequencies, down to the lowest sounds, 20 hertz or whatever. And so I got that, and I played them through the headphones. And I took here's my little, can you see my mic here? Maybe you can't see my mic. So I got this little mic, right? It's a little lav mic. I think I paid $12 for it on eBay or something. And I always wondered how well, it sounds okay for voice, but I always wondered what the, how really, what the characteristics were of this mic. And so what I did is I took the headphones, I played back that sweep frequencies, from 20,000 to 20 hertz, and I put them right in front of my microphone like this, and played it back, and then looked at the spectrum, and it was, it picked up at the very top, 20 hertz or whatever that thing started at, and it went all the way down, and it cut out at the maybe around 50 or 40 or something like that hertz or something like that on the bottom end, and that was the mic that was cutting out because I could still hear it on the mic. My ears could detect all the way down to 10, 20, 15 or 20 or something. My ears are pretty well tuned for low frequencies. So the headphones are great, and the mic is great too. The mic can. There is a little bit of distortion on the headphones in certain spots in the mid-range, but I'm not really an audiophile or anything like that. I really don't care. But $4 for headphones. Look at that. I was thinking about getting a pair. I went to the flea market. I did a stream on that at IRL on the flea market in New Hampshire here, and they had some headphones, but they were like they use at racetracks and stuff. These big bulky things. These are still pretty bulky. I don't think I want to wear these on stream all the time. Maybe I'll wear them when I'm listening to videos or something. I don't know, or just use them to check my audio every once in a while. But yeah, for $4, that's damn good. That's just amazing. Rock Jam or Rock whatever. So yeah, that's pretty good. So I'm all set on that area, and I also got I bought two of these. This is a USB. Was it the original USB to USB-C, and I needed that to extend my webcam here because I just wanted more space. It was I had it stretched out to the max, and the cord was kind of running across. And anyway, I had to fix that. So that was something. Another $1.25 for this thing, And what else? I got a flashlight. $1.20. And then I've got these things at a. I want to do a stream on light. I've done a few of them already on like black body radiation and incandescence and light bulbs and stuff like that. But I found these. I got two black lights. These are the old-fashioned incandescent black lights with the wood glass over them. I don't know if it's real wood glass. But yeah, I got 2 of these. They were priced at $50, and then I had this keyboard that was priced at this is not kind of a lousy keyboard, but it was $3 at this place. So I asked him if I could give him $2 for the 2 light bulbs and the keyboard, and he said okay. So I got a keyboard and these 2 light bulbs for $2 at a yard sale, and I can use them all because I've been using this laptop. This laptop is really old, and it's missing keycaps, and the keyboard is every time I type I'm doing typos and stuff like that, and so I plugged that into my laptop, and now I can extend the life of my laptop a little bit longer. So I got that. What else did I get? Oh yeah. This thing. This is one of those. Look at this. I guess this is a show and tell stream. I just want to take a few minutes at the beginning of the stream to do this, but it's turning into a show and tell. That's okay. This is one of those oil splatter things or whatever. You put it over your frying pan. It keeps splatter or whatever. Anyway, this is 50 cents. So that's pretty good. And the reason I got this is because sometimes when I lean forward like this and I start talking about Peter Piper picking his pickled peppers or whatever, sorry if you were wearing headphones there, I just blasted you, but warning, it's going to get loud. So sometimes I pop my peas into this microphone. It sounds shitty. So I got this thing, and it's too big. But maybe I thought I could cut it down or something, and do a pop filter. And I tried it, and it seems to work. Like I do it right here. If I get this close and I say, Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers, and I put it in front and I say, Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers. I think it sounds a little bit better, doesn't it? Let me put my headphones on and try that. Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers. Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers. Yeah, it's overmodulated, but I don't think it's popping. Let me get a little bit further away. Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers. Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers. Yeah, it helps. It helps a little bit. So I think I might be able to make a pop filter out of that. Yeah, I might be able to make a pop filter out of that thing. Cut it down or do something with it, and so that's kind of cool. Oh, and the best thing is I got, and I don't know if I can actually show this on stream because I'm using it right now. I was using a 26-inch TV, 15-year-old or 18-year-old HD TV for my monitor for this thing. And this guy had this, I think I can show it here. Let me see here. Hey Stephen, how are you? Thank you for lurking. Oh, I don't think I'm going to be able to show this very well. But it's a TV. Yeah, here you can see. It's really small, so you can pick it up pretty easily. That other one weighs about 30 pounds or something, and this only weighs about less than 10 pounds. And anyway, I was thinking about I needed to get one at some point. And I really wasn't in my budget to get it at the moment, but I was at this yard sale, and this guy had this thing for $25, and I got him down to $15. I said, okay, great. It's for $15. It's worth it. And it works. $15. I got a HD monitor, and it's exactly what I needed. Okay, on chat, I'm on Twitch right now, and they have a chat facility so that viewers can talk to me through the chat. And Big Ducky Snow says, lurking for a wee bit until I can talk. Let's see, how come you're in slow mode? 30 seconds. Oh, you know what? Thank you for letting me know that. Big Ducky Snow says, how come you're in slow mode 30 seconds? That might be a bit too long for some folks to wait. Wouldn't 5 seconds be better? Yeah, you know what, Ducky? I've got this on, I've got shield mode on. How did I, all right, shield mode is on. And I want to shut it off. Thank you for letting me know, Stephen. Shield mode. Okay, here we go. I think that shut it off. Turn off shield mode. There we go. I think that did it. There we go. Thank you, Stephen. You know what it is? I turned that on right before I went out to do my IRL because I wasn't going to be able to monitor chat while I was out on IRL, so I turned on shield mode that put a bunch of protections in there and stuff, so I wouldn't have to, worry about it. Well, thank you for letting me know. I forgot to turn that off again for this stream. Yeah, Stephen is a friend of the channel. He's, if you noticed at the beginning of the stream, there's a song that plays called "Ahead by a Century," and that is actually Big Ducky Snow doing a karaoke cover of that song, and he did such a good job of it. He did it on a stream, and he did such a good job that I asked him if I could use that on my stream for my, my thing, and he let me do that. So thank you, Stephen. Again, that's pretty cool. It's getting me into trouble actually, though, on YouTube. YouTube is being horrible. Anything that I put in, other than me sitting here talking, they object to, and they say copyright. It's like crazy. So virtually every video that I put out there now has a copyright thing on it because of that song at the beginning of my thing. And then anytime I do a review of a movie, they say copyright. When I put fair use clips, of videos and stuff like that. So they are being a real pain in the butt. So I'm going to have to work something out there. I don't know what to do about that. I'm thinking rather than, I could, there are lots of legal things I could do to pursue this and go into some legal rabbit hole fighting, a particular video or something like that. I think it'd be better to just, for everybody to organize and just say, all right, let's do a five-year copyright or a 2-year copyright or something like that. And rather than just dicking around and fighting these individual battles, just all get together and just say, fuck you, 2 years. You got a 2-year copyright and then it's ours, That seems like the way to do it, to me. I'm sorry, I didn't mean this to be an opinion thing, but I think that's what we should do. We should have like a 2-year copyright. That would work. I mean, for movies, they make their money in the weekend, the opening weekend or a couple weeks or whatever, the opening of the movie. Books are the same way. They do it in the first few months when the book comes out and everything. And, residuals are usually not that much on movies. So I think that would be a way to do it. And then we wouldn't have to, most people I think would agree with that. I wouldn't care if my stuff was, in the public domain after 2 years. I don't care. Even people who produce content for money, most of the money is made up front, So anyway, that's what I'm dealing with. So Stephen, I don't know what we're going to do with that. I'm going to have to figure something out. I have to figure out another place to put my videos, or I might have to take that song off of my videos when I post them to YouTube, or figure something out. So it's kind of a pain. I don't know if you run into that. I don't know if you put your videos up on YouTube or not. I know a lot of people who stream on Twitch do that, so I'm not sure how they work that out. Or maybe it's just me. Maybe because I'm streaming about building air purifiers for $2.33 and complaining about racism in Hollywood and complaining about YouTube, and yeah, maybe that's it. I don't think so. I think everybody has that problem. So So, all right, so the next step here, I think we went through all of that. Was there anything else that I had? No, I think that was it. I just wanted to let everybody know that I made some pretty good things this day. We're a little over budget a little bit with the monitor, but it was well worth it. I think I'll just make it up later. So I built this air purifier. Let me get that down here for you. And I made I did a. Okay. So I got this thing here, and I made a little hook up here to hook it on. I didn't, normally you'd want to put this up, hanging from the ceiling or something like that, This is for those of you who aren't unfamiliar with this project that I've been working on, what I did is I made this air purifier for $2.33. I took a CPU fan and glued it to a vacuum bag. That's basically it, and then hooked it up to a broken solar panel that's still kind of halfway working, and it works. When the sun comes out, the solar panel makes electricity that turns the little fan here, and then this thing puffs out just like it would in a vacuum, and all the dust goes inside here from your air and collects inside the bag. So since there's not as much dust in the air as there is in a vacuum, when you're vacuuming. So it should last for years, I think, before you'd have to put a new bag on there. So anyway, that's the project. And I made a little clip up there to hang it from. Normally I would hang it from the ceiling, but I'm renting this place and I don't want to put holes in the ceiling. Although my landlord said he's going to completely do the thing anyway while I'm gone, but I just didn't want to put any holes in the ceiling. So I've made a little hook there hanging from a bookshelf and stuff. So it's basically functionally complete. The thing is functionally complete. But, maybe a lot of people wouldn't want to have this just hanging from their roof in their room, right? I don't care, right? I got all kinds of techie stuff around here. I don't care. But this is, so maybe I thought, okay, how are we going to make this look like something that you could hang in your house? Maybe. And so I thought, okay, I'll find some old material from some old clothing or something that I can cut and put over this, and maybe leave the fan open, but cover up the rest of it. It has to be material that is that's thin enough that the air could easily pass through it. And I didn't have a lot of that. And all I could find was this old shirt here. I washed it today. It's still kind of, it's mostly dry, I guess. This old shirt that has a rip in it or something, and so I don't wear it anymore. The problem is though it's plaid, right? I don't know. Plaid isn't in style right now, is it? It used to be in style. Maybe in rural areas it's still in style. I don't know. But I don't care. I'm gonna cut it, and it's the only one I have that's thin enough. This is really thin material that can, air just passes right through it pretty good. And so what I was thinking, I could cut it and then cover this up. And I thought about even just covering up the front of this and maybe putting something in, like a guard or something, so the material wouldn't get stuck in the fan. But even this thin material, if I put that over the fan, see, this is the highest velocity of the air is going to be going through this fan. Once it gets out here, then it's not as much. But when it's going through these fan blades, that's when it's the highest velocity. And drag is a function of the square velocity, which means there's a lot more drag at this point of the air than there would be the air coming out of this bag here. You know what I'm saying? That's the way drag works. So I didn't want to put this material right and actually cover the top of this thing with the material. So I've got to figure out some way to put this, cut this cloth here and put it over the top of this and have just this little fan visible, which I think will be okay. I mean, if you wanted to, you could turn it so the fan is, you know, facing away from you or something. I don't know. But the problem is trying to figure out how to cut this, and you know, I think it's big enough to cover the whole thing. I don't know if I should measure that. Let's see here. Let me see how much this is. So if the way this is organized, you know, the way they cut this for shirts, you got the back of the shirt, which is a piece here, and then it kind of cuts down here, and then here it's sewn together. So that as far in terms of having like one complete piece of cloth, that's the biggest part of the shirt. And I think the width here from this seam to this seam is going to be enough to go around this. That's what I was just going to check here. So if I measure this, oh yeah, that's more than enough. So if I just cut that out, I think that would work. Now the other question is, how do I, you know, once I get that done, where do I put the seam? You know, do I put the seam on the side here? Do I put the seam in the back, which might be the front? I don't know. Or do I put the seam here and then around the thing? I'm not really sure how to do that. And I sew a little bit, but I just out of necessity, you know, I gotta sew stuff up when it wears out. I have a sewing machine, but I don't even know if it works. I bought it a long time ago, you know, just ambitiously thinking that I would use it, but I didn't do it. I never did. So I'm not going to sit here and just, you know, sew this big long seam like this on stream. That would be, you know, a long time. It would just take a long time to do it. So I got to figure out how to do this. I think the best way to do it is just to cut that thing out and fold it into a cylinder type, you know, cylinder shape, the shirt, and then slide it on from the bottom, and then cut a hole somewhere. That's probably the best bet, I think. And I was trying to think of how I could cut that cloth so that it would go around. You know, I could cut the cloth and then glue it maybe, or, you know, I wasn't really sure how to do that. I got this piece of elastic that I could sew into it and get real fancy and put a little stretchy thing. So I would have like a stretchy hole, you know, that I could just kind of stretch and put over the top of this fan, but I don't know. I'm really not sure. I don't know if I want to put that much more time into it, because this part here is just, you know, there's not that much technology in it. I mean, I talked about drag, I guess, airflow and drag and all that, so I guess there's a little bit of technology involved in this, and topology, right? Trying to figure out how to cut the cloth and all that. So maybe there's a little bit of science here, but it, you know, just me sitting here sewing stuff. It's interesting would be very interesting to people who like to sew, and you know, I could watch that, but I think people coming to the stream, I've got it under science and technology, so I don't know if people who are into science and technology will want to watch me sew this thing up. So whatever, I guess I'll just start cutting and we'll just start doing it and we'll see what happens. So let me find a pair of scissors here somewhere, and I'll just cut out that piece, because I know that piece is big enough. I'm pretty sure I measured it. Let me wait before I cut. Measure twice, right? You know the rule: measure twice, cut once. That's how. So let me measure this again, just to make doubly sure that I'm doing what I'm. Yeah, that's gonna. It's about 3 times the width of that thing, so that should work. Okay. Let me get a scissors. I don't know if this scissors will cut cloth or not. I've got another scissors here that I think is designed for cloth, but it's very old and it's kind of rusty. So let me see here. Cut this. Can you see? Maybe I should point this down and do this right on the. Yeah, let me point the camera down. I guess you can watch me do this. I don't need out here. There's all this stuff here on the table that I don't need at the moment, but that's okay. And the mic. Put it right there. Alright. Can you see that? Got a lot of stuff here on my notes. You probably don't want to read my notes, do you? So let's see. We got this scissors here, and I got this other scissors that's just got it's on its last legs too. I found another good pair of scissors, but I think it was for cutting hair, not for cutting cloth. So we got cloth here. Can you see that? Oh, look at that. That's. Why is that focusing so close? That's interesting. Let me see if I can change that focus a little bit. Alright, I'll try to just get it focused right about there. That was autofocus. Let me do this again. Okay, that's pretty good, I think. Oops. Oh, I see what I did wrong. Okay. All right, let's try this again here. Sorry while I try to work this out here. Make sure my mic is still working because I'm doing stuff here. Yep, it's working. Okay. There we go. Alright, that's pretty good, huh? Why does that just snap in like that? That's kind of weird. You'd think it would be continuous. Alright, that's pretty good, I guess. Alright. So let's try this and see if this cuts. You see that? Yeah, I have done sewing before, but it's just repairs, you know, like get a hole in my jeans or something like that, I'll sew it up, you know, that kind of thing. I don't really, like I've never made any clothing, you know, or anything like that. It's just, you know, just out of necessity. All right. Okay, so there, that cuts there. So I should be able to follow that down. Now I think I should be able to just cut Yeah, these. Yeah, they sewed it so the pattern is pretty close. So I think I could just follow this. You know, use this little pattern here as a guide and just cut along the outside of that pattern, and I think that would work. I'm not sure. Let's see here. Yeah. All right. So I'll just cut that. I'll cut along that pattern and just use that as my guide. Yeah, the scissors is... Let me try the other scissors. Let's see if it makes a difference. No, that's even worse. Okay. Oh, I see. It's kind of... I'm actually cutting right through the seam here. I didn't realize it was doing that. That's okay. We're just getting a rough cut here anyway. Just to get that piece to see if double check my measurement. Make sure I got it right. So this might be a big fail here. I don't know. This is not... I'm not very good at this. I'm not very good at a lot of things, I guess. But I'm one of those, you know, mile wide, inch deep type of skill and knowledge persons, you know. I don't know. There's some things that I get pretty deep, but I like to learn a lot of different things, but I don't always learn them, you know, all the way to absolute proficiency, you know. I don't know, I think a lot of people are like that, I guess. Oops, see, now I'm cutting into that thing. Yeah, I'm not good at staying within the lines, as YouTube will tell you. No, I stay within the lines. It's just, I'm not staying within YouTube's lines. I'm staying within legal lines, but not what the billionaires want. Let's see here. Okay, cut that. Oh, look at that. Wow. All right. Alright, so what did I do? I cut along that thing there. Is that what I did? Oh, I see. God, I thought I did straighter than that. That's kind of... Oh, that's the other part. Wait a second. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so it's the top that I didn't do straight. Yeah, the top of this thing isn't exactly straight, but that's okay. Alright, I'll just... I can get that figured out later, I guess. Let me just get it cut here. I am unmuted and deep in chill mode, you dig. How are things, you buddy? Oh, I'm sorry. I was so into my thing here. I didn't see your chat there, Stephen. How long ago was that? Oh, that was, God, like 10, 15 minutes ago. I am unmuted and deep in chill mode, you dig. How are things, my buddy, my Debbie buddy? Yeah, I'm doing well here, Ducky. I'm just sewing this thing up. You can hear me? Is that what you're saying? That I'm muted? I'm not sure. It sounds like I'm not. Let me check here. Yeah, I think I'm unmuted. I'm lurking my own stream on another computer, and it's, you know, my stream is going out and it's coming back in, to another computer here, and I hear my voice, so I think I'm unmuted. All right, let me get this thing figured out here. Oh, this is all confusing now. I hope I cut this right. Alright, so this is where I want to cut, right here. Yeah, I think I'll just cut along this thing here. If I can. I think that'll work. You have always been unmuted. Oh, thank you. Okay. Oh, I myself was muted. Oh, okay. I'm just learning a bit. Oh, wait, let me adjust my chat here so I can read it. You have always been unmuted. Good. Okay. I'm just learning a bit more about how my Nintendo Switch works. So I'll just listen in for now. Okay, thank you, Stephen. Nintendo, is that a new game you got or something? Nintendo Switch. I'm not sure what that is. That sounds like it's maybe like it switches your audio back and forth or something. Oh, let me get this in view here. Nintendo Switch is a gaming console you hold in your hands. Oh, okay. How does that relate to the muted, unmuted? Or am I trying to draw a connection there that isn't there? So I could concentrate. Oh, okay. Oh, I see. Oh, you muted my stream. Okay, I get it. Oh, okay. Okay, I get it. Right. Yeah, I'm like that too sometimes. Usually I can just blank it out. My brain, if I'm watching, like a couple videos or, a couple streams at the same time while I'm doing something else, and then I'll, kind of halfway listening to each one, and my brain will just shut off from, whatever it needs to concentrate. But yeah, my brain has always been like that. I think it's because I'm close to being on the spectrum. I was tested for autism. I'm subclinical for autism. But that's one of the things that I do. Sometimes I will, my daydreaming is pretty intensive sometimes. I can be in a meeting or something, and then all of a sudden I wake up and say, oh, wow, hey, I'm in a meeting, and I didn't realize that I've been deep in my own thoughts for the last 10 minutes or whatever, and missed half the meeting or whatever. But for some reason, I've always been able to compensate and get through. Nobody really catches me doing it. I don't know. I think a lot of people do that. You're in a meeting or whatever, you daydream, and then suddenly somebody asks you a question, and you have no idea what all you heard was the last few words of the question. You're in your name, and you're like, oh shit, what are they asking me? And so you make some, comment that doesn't let them know that you were daydreaming, but kind of responds, and hopefully you figure out what was going on in the next few next few sentences from the person, you can figure out what was going on. Anyway, that's what I do. I did that for a long time. Throughout my whole career, I would do that. I'd be in business meetings and just kind of space out thinking about something else. And yeah, my father was like that too, so it's genetic. It's definitely genetic. But yeah, I was tested for autism, but I apparently didn't check off enough of the boxes for the thing to be full autism spectrum disorder. It's mostly the defect is in it's language, and it's dyslexia and social dyslexia, reading social cues, that sort of thing. That's mostly where my deficit is. I've got a little bit of the some sounds are kind of irritating to me, more than most people, but not to the point where I can't stand it or anything like that. Alright, so I think if we just sew this thing up here, like this, see? I've got this big piece, right? Here, let me put this back up here again. Alright, so I got this big piece here now. So if I fold this around like this, and then sew it or somehow connect it along one edge, then I've got a little tube. I've got a tube, right? If I sew it up like that, then I can take that tube and stick this thing in the tube. And I think it's big enough. Yeah, it's big enough, see? Just barely. It puffs out quite a bit when it's blowing air through it. That bag will puff out, but I think I've got plenty of room here. See, there's how much extra I have. Extra space. This way. So if I fold this sheet, this piece in half here, put it there, and then go like that. It's got quite a bit of extra here. So I think if I just sew this into a tube and then slide the tube over the top of this, I think that would work. But yeah, sewing that big long length like that without a sewing machine, yeah, not going to do that. I don't know what to do with that. Oh, I know what I can do. I just realized what I can do here. I can fake this because it's not. Yeah, you know what? I think I can do that actually. I can just staple it. I know that doesn't sound good, but I think that's what I can do here because this isn't going to be worn by anybody. It's not, so it's not going to poke anybody. It doesn't have to stand up to any wear and tear or anything like this. It's going to be hanging from this thing, right? All I need is just something that just keeps it closed. Let me think this through here. All right, there'll be little metal pieces. Would they poke a hole in this? Nah, probably not. Huh? I don't think so. And it's not going to interfere with electronics or anything like that, the metal pieces. It isn't like a radio or anything like that, so I don't have to worry about that. Yeah, I think I can do that. I think I'll just use a stapler and staple it together, at least this part, because this will take all night. And plus, I don't have enough thread. I don't even have the right color threads here. I should use blue, and I've got like a foot of blue thread left. So, yeah, I'm just going to use a stapler. I think that'll work, and I don't think it will show through. Or will it? Let me think here. Maybe a little bit. I'll put that in the back. Anyway, I don't want to make this into a 3-hour stream. I'm already an hour into this thing. or if even a 4-hour stream. It's supposed to be a 2-hour stream, so I think I'm going to do that. I'm going to go grab my stapler and just try that first. If it doesn't work, I can always pull the staples out, right? So, alright, be right back here. Alright, be right back. I can actually turn that up. Alright, I'm going to go snag my stapler. Yeah, also this is, I mean, it's plaid, right? It's not, you know, why should I put all this work into this thing? It's still going to be a plaid thing hanging in my house here, you know. I mean, I'm not that concerned about it. If you look, I've got, you know, I've got one painting over there that's an actual piece of art. But most of the stuff I have here is just kind of thrown together, so I'm not really that concerned about it. Yeah, maybe plaid will come back. Yeah, I still see people wearing plaid shirts around here. I would, you know. In fact, I'm gonna take this off because it's too hot in here. I'm gonna take off my thing here. So, yeah. All right. I thought it would cool down here pretty quickly. I've got the fan in the window, but it's not cooling down that much outside. So, yeah, nobody wears plaid anymore. So I don't know why I'm using plaid here for this thing. All right, so let me staple this together. How many staples do I have? Shit, not a lot. All right. I will do this kind of. Space them out quite a bit here, because I don't have a lot of staples left. Oh shit, that one didn't go all the way through. Oh, let me put this down so you can see what the heck I'm doing here. There we go. I've got all kinds of stuff on my desk here that I was going to do in the show and tell, but this is a red light. I was using that for something, and then I had a this is a 1500 lumen light that I was using for my key light on this, for my stream here in this thing, but it's and I took it out to test the those black lights. And then I forgot to I didn't put it back in. I wasn't sure, and I put the wrong bulb in. So this is the bulb I should be using for my stream, I think. The one I have in there now is a little warmer and not as bright. So, and then I got this little bulb here. This one is kind of almost simulates an incandescent bulb. Yeah, this one here, yeah, this is 1500 lumens. Is that right? Can you see that? Where is it? It's a you can get it at Walmart for a couple bucks. 1500 lumen, I think. Oh, this is 800 lumen. Oh, maybe I did put the right one in there then. They sell these LED bulbs at the dollar store. They're 1500 lumen, or they say they're 1500 lumen. They are pretty bright, and they're actually over 100 lumen per watt, which is really good for today. It's getting better and better all the time. But for a bulb that costs $1.25 to get more than 100 lumens per watt is pretty good. Alright, now I'm screwing this up. You see what I'm doing here? I'm just stapling this. I don't want to do sewing right now. This will just take too long. So it's not going to look too good, but it'll be held together good enough for just to test the concept or whatever. I don't know. Just to get it done. Some things I'm really a perfectionist at, but some things I don't have patience for. I have pretty good patience, but not, this kind of stuff where I'm not really learning anything much, I don't like to spend a lot of time with it. Alright. Alright, so I'm gonna pull this. So I got that thing, I just stapled it across here, so I'm just going to pull it inside out here, right, because I just stapled it. Actually what I should do, yeah, let's try to do it this way. Alright, there we go. So now I pulled it inside out. Let's find the seam. Oh, let's see, that looks pretty good. It looks almost like I sewed it. Little shiny spots of places. I think, do they use staples in sewing? I think they do that anyway. They like staple stuff temporarily and then sew it. I think they do that, don't they? I don't know. So there we go. I got a tube here. I can barely see the seam here. Let's see if it fits. This is good that I'm doing this at night because otherwise that fan would be spinning from the solar panel. I got the solar panel kind of halfway. Oh, that would be good, right? And I'll just cut a hole in here for the fan and just hang that thing up there. And it'll look like I'm hanging my. Oh, I should have cut that. That doesn't need to be. That can be like that. That's okay. Yeah. Does that look good? See? Just hang that. Alright, this might actually work here. So now I just got to figure out how to. Alright, let's see. Guess I can staple this again up on top. I'm not sure how to do this now. You know what? I can undo that. I can fold this over and under. Oh, you can't see what I'm doing here again. So I took that thing off. This connector here is not connected to anything. I just taped it to this wire so in case I want to reuse that fan, I can put that connector back on it. I need to get a little more slack here. Hang on just a second. All right. Alright, so what we're going to do here is we're going to tuck that in there. Yeah, I don't know what I'm going to do about the... I could actually just glue that right here. This is where the fan is, right? See that? Now, I'm not sure if I should cut this opening first before I get this connected up here. Because if I once I get it on there, it might be kind of hard to fold this under and stuff. Actually, I think all I'm going to do is just fold it and glue it with a glue gun or something around that fan. I've got that elastic, but I don't want to do that. That's take too long. Yeah, I think I'll do that. Maybe I should cut it now. I don't know. I'm not sure. Alright, let me do that. I'll cut it now. Yeah, no, yeah, I'll just leave. I'll cut it after I get this on here, because this isn't going to be permanent anyway. I can always undo this if I screw it up. Now, maybe I should staple some of these, huh? Okay, that's not very good. That's okay. Alright, that'll work, I guess. I don't know. So I just basically just bunched it up there. Shit. Let's see. Let's try that again here. Do you see what I'm doing there? I'm basically just bunching this up and then clipping it all right with this clip here in the middle. Trying to anyway, because that needs to be under there too. Staying within camera here, sorry. Basically just trying to bunch it up under here, under this clip. Okay, there we go. That's about as good as I'm going to get, I think. It looks kind of shitty, but that's okay. I'm really losing patience with this project. I want to move on to something else. Alright, there we go. See how that looks now. So we hang it from that. I got a plaid, $2.33 plaid air purifier. Okay. Now let's cut a hole into this thing. So what I got to do is I got to cut a hole. Here's the fan. I could probably run it this way, you know. But there's, as I said, there's too much drag. The velocity of the air is the highest going through this fan, which means the drag is going to be the highest against this fabric. And all this fabric is very breathable, and the air coming out of this bag is going to easily go, drift through this. It'll drift right through this thing. Oh, I did Big Ducky Snow. Oh, Big Ducky Snow. I need to get to mute. You're right. And start my evening reading. I shall check out the VOD on YouTube. Oh, okay, thank you. And continue lurking here. Great, okay. All right, Ducky, great. We'll see you here. If I don't see you again later on in the stream, I'll see you on your stream on Monday, if you stream on Monday. I think you normally stream on Monday, I think. So we'll catch you there. All right, so I Too much drag, right? Too much. So I got to cut a hole here. So it looks like. So if I want to do this where I can fold it, cut it and fold them back. I'm not sure how you do that, sewing wise and all that. How that's supposed to be done. I'm just gonna, I think, cut a hole. I guess I'll make it square and make it smaller than the fan, and then maybe cut the corners and fold it back or something. I'm not really sure how to do that. But I guess I need to run and get my glue gun started heating up if I'm going to do that first before I start cutting. So let me do that. Oh no, a chair stream. A chair stream. Alright, a rocking chair stream. That's even worse. Yeah, probably not a lot of streamers stream from a rocking chair. Yeah, I was trying to figure out what chair to use and all that. And, streamers they always have some streamer chair or something, or. But I thought, originally I thought, oh, maybe I can be a VTuber. I was figuring out how, what I should do to stream. Because of this, and closer to the century mark than the beginning and all that kind of stuff, I thought maybe I could VTube it, but then I thought, that's not. I think people can handle watching somebody who's old stream. I don't think that's a big deal. If they can't, then that's their problem. And so then I thought, okay, the rest of it, getting the special chair, the stream chair and all that kind of stuff. And I thought, since I'm going to be old and I'm going to be the old streamer, one of the old streamers on Twitch, I might as well use the rocking chair, right? An old rocking chair. This rocking chair is from my family. I inherited it from my family. It's almost as old as I am. It's very old. It's at least a half a century old. My parents got it when I was a kid at some point. I forget when. So I thought that was kind of appropriate to use that old rocking chair. If I'm going to be the old streamer, I'll stream from a rocking chair. Just to, lean into it, Alright, so. Alright, so I got to figure out how to. Is this heating up? I don't even know if this is heating up. Yeah, it's going to take a while to heat up, I think. So let me set that over here. Alright, so now we'll figure out how to cut a hole in that. Alright, so it's got to be smaller than this, right? This is the size of the, I can feel the fan underneath there, you can see it, right? So if I cut it the same size, if I cut it exactly the same size as the fan, then I won't be able to curl it under and glue it, So, so I got to cut it a little bit smaller than that. And then maybe, cut diagonal in a little bit or something. I don't know. I'm not sure how I'm going to do that. I'll figure it out as I go. Okay, so no sewing. All right, I'm waiting for that that glue gun to heat up, and I'm trying to figure out how to cut this. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to change the title. Can I do that here? Can I edit the title? Will it let me do that? Can I do that right from here? Oh yeah. Oh, look at that. You can do that. I changed the title right as we were streaming here. Right from my channel view there. That's kind of handy. Thank you, Twitch. that's good. Made that really easy. What to do with that thing? All right. So still thinking about how to do this. I guess I'm just going to cut. All right. I can use a marking pen, but I've actually got pretty good guide right here. I'll just cut inside this line here, and inside these by a little bit, and that ought to do it, I think. All right, let's do that. First, I'll just get it started here. You see what I'm doing there? So I cut a little hole there to get started. And I'm just going to cut just a little bit inside that line. I guess I should try to be conservative here. So yeah, alright, so I'll go a little bit inside this line, a little bit inside this line. You see this? I'm not always... Yeah, okay, so, right, I'm going to be a little bit inside this one. Further here, make sure I'm going. Okay, so this is the one I want to go up to. Up to there. Unfortunately, this scissors is not good enough that I can just clip it right. It doesn't work all the way to the end of the scissors. It's got to be fairly close here to the higher, better leverage and all that stuff. I will turn this again. See that? Yeah, okay. Almost to the edge there. Okay. Okay. Now we got a hole. All right. Look at that. So now I think I can just, so the idea is I want to fold this back a little bit and then glue it like that, right? And then maybe fold this one back and glue it. I don't know if I'm going to be able to stretch that enough. So I may have to cut the corners a little bit here to get that to fit, but maybe I can just stretch this, huh? No, it's not going to stretch, so maybe I need to cut this open just a little bit more. I mean, I could glue it like right on top like that, but then it might hit the fan blade, you know. So I think I need to put it all the way on the outside, right towards the top of that. So let's see. So I guess I'll just cut the corners diagonally a little bit to get that to do that. Maybe this will clip. Maybe I can get, no, I got to do it this way. I'm just making this up as I go along. I'm sure there's probably some better technique for doing what I'm trying to do here, but I don't know what it is. So I'm just kind of figuring it out as I go along. I have no idea what, how to do this. Alright, so that might... Yeah, there we go. Okay. So, that's how we'll do it. Yeah, that fits. Okay. Okay. So I'll just put, I think what I'll do is I'll slide it down a little bit and then just apply glue to the edge here and pull it up and glue it to it. I don't know if that hot glue will work on fabric or not. I mean, it should work good enough just to hold it. Again, this isn't... They make special kind of glue for clothing that I've tried. It doesn't work, but it's supposed to be designed for clothing, and it works until you wash your clothes. But the hot glue gun, I just washed this. There might be some detergent residue or something on it, but I don't think there's. It should stick pretty good. So. The fan I took out of a new box, and well, it's been sitting up there for a little bit, but it's pretty clean, so I think I'll get a good thing on it. Let's see. Let me just try one edge here. Alright. Oh, I need another tube in here. I need another. Is that hot enough to... Yep, it's not hot enough. I'm not going to be able to feed the glue fast enough. I'm getting a little bit, but I don't think it's going to feed a whole thing there. Let me let it heat up a little bit more. Or maybe I'll get my hot air gun to heat that up a little bit. That would be faster, maybe. Let's see here how much I've got. I don't know. Well, it might work. Let me try it. Alright. I only need a little bit. It's not like I need a ton of glue on this. That worked. Huh, okay. This end here dried, the glue cooled enough. It didn't attach quite as well there. A little pressure on it. Alright, that's kind of good. I don't know. See what the finished product looks like. This one here, we'll do the same thing. Just put a little glue on there. Maybe I'll do this half at a time so the glue doesn't cool down too quickly. It's not exactly right. That's okay. Pretty close. Okay. Yeah, this is more of a maker stream than a science and technology stream, isn't it? Oh well. This will be over pretty quickly here. And what was next? Oh, my geography game. Okay, I'll have to change the category for that, I guess. Alright, let's see here. Burning my hand on this. I lost my there it is. Okay. All right, we're back. Push that down a little bit. Okay, I got some glue on that fabric. Unfortunately, didn't want that to happen. It happened. All right. Maybe I can pull that off or something. I don't know. It came up all by itself. Okay. All right, I should be talking here, right? This is the stream. I should be trying to talk. So I'm gluing this thing. We got an air purifier. I put that in the title. It's an air purifier, and I'm finishing it off. It's a vacuum cleaner bag with a fan on it. It works like an air purifier. And now we're just covering it up with a piece of cloth. Plaid cloth. Because it's a 2D because it's a $2.33 air purifier. All right. All right, I think that's it, huh? This one came undone on this side here a little bit. Yeah, my first side when I was just practicing. Let's see if we can fix that again. Okay. Yeah, not too clean, but oh well. Just it's better than what it was, right? It's better, maybe, I don't know. All right, well that's it. All right, so there we go. So. I'll wait for that to cool down a little bit. I'll clean up a little bit on it, and there we go. All right, let's see if what that looks like. That doesn't look too bad, huh? So we got a little plaid thing here, and you could hang it, I guess, so the fan is in the back if you wanted. Whoops, there we go. So you could hang it this way or this way, doesn't matter. Probably if you were hanging it in your house, first of all, you wouldn't use plaid, I don't think, but you know, it's taste, right? Whatever you like. And you hang that, and you probably hang it with the fan in the back, and it would just blow, and you know. Now, actually, you would probably want to put this. Well, I imagine you want to put it somewhere where there is like a draft, where air is, you know, moving in your house, so that would get, you know, naturally would get new air all the time in it. Or stick it in the middle of the, you know, hang it from the middle of the ceiling. I'm not sure, but with the fan in the back, then it's pulling air from whatever wall it's facing. Now I'm going to hang it up there. Here, let me hang it. You know, I'll hang it with the fan facing out. You know what I mean? I'll hang it like this, and I'll leave this little piece of metallic tape I put on there, so people can see it while I'm streaming. When the sun comes out and stuff, it'll start turning around. It'll make noise and stuff like that in my stream. So that might be some content for my stream. All right, let me hang this up here. Let me can you see that little hook? Yeah, there we go. So you see I've got a little arm there hanging from my bookcase. I don't know if you can see that or not. Kind of hard to see. Whatever. There we go. Put the cable back there out of the way. All right, good enough. There we go. I thought, oh, I'm blocking the plant. That's okay. All right. There we go. So now when the, that doesn't look too bad. I could have, let's see, this could be a little bit better up here. Maybe. I know it's like, whatever. Done. As far as I'm concerned, that's done. All right. Let me clean my mess here real quick. And this. Okay. All right, so that's done. Cool. So we got my air purifier in the background there. All right. Next step is the geography game, and I think we got a little bit. It's supposed to be a 2-hour stream. I've got 19 minutes left. Let's see if I can do the geography game in 19 minutes. Don't know if I could do that or not. Might take me 19 minutes just to get the thing going on OBS here. Let me make sure I've got audio here. Okay. All right. Oops. Okay, I'm playing with menus and things here, trying to figure this out. Window capture, countries of the world. There we go. Okay. All right, that's kind of what we wanted, right? So I'll say start the game. Let me go to the map just to see. Okay, looks like we got the whole thing there. Oh no, wait, it's yeah, there was a little bit there on this side that was not. Is that better? Make me a little smaller. Okay, I think that's good. Back. Options. Okay, I want to do all the countries. Do I have time to do all the countries? I think I've got all time. Now, I don't know if we're going to get the sound or not. Click. Rwanda. Okay, let me go to Rwanda. Incorrect. Look at that, I missed the first damn one. Okay, we're getting sound. Alright. Alright, so here we go. We're off to the races here. I missed one already. Maybe I should start over. Let me start over. See, play. Because I was kind of messing around there. Alright. Saudi Arabia. That's there. Lithuania. Alright, so we got Estonia, Latvia, Lithuania. Belgium. I think that's Belgium. Yeah. Botswana. That's Botswana. Switzerland. There. Brunei, I think is how you pronounce that. That's that little one. South Africa. Syria. Estonia. Alright, I just talked about that one. Alright. Germany. Okay, so Spain, France, Germany. Kenya. That's Kenya. Der Netherlands. Der Netherlands is up here. Zimbabwe. I think that's Zambia, and this is Zimbabwe, I think. Yep, okay. Bangladesh, that's almost India. Dominica. Okay, now that's different than the Dominican. This is the Dominican Republic, and Dominica is this little one here. Guatemala. Okay, that's right next to Mexico. Malta, that's in the Mediterranean here somewhere. One of these here, I'll take that one. Malaysia, that's way over here. There. Zambia, I was just talking about that one. Poland. US. Zoom out a little bit, get a little faster. Bulgaria. Austria. Luxembourg. Taiwan. Italy. Guinea-Bissau. I'm going to go for that one. I think that's it. Nigeria. There's Niger and Nigeria. Israel. That's Israel. Fiji. Oh, that's way out here somewhere. Let's see. I'll take that one. Cyprus. Is that one there, I think. Solomon Islands. It's Micronesia, Marshall, Kiribati. I think this is Solomon Islands. Okay, Croatia. Okay, got to zoom in on that one. I think that's Croatia there. Laos, it's over here. Vietnam, Cambodia, Thailand, Laos. East Timor, well, right there. Okay, get too quick. Togo. Togo. Let's see. Togo is this little one here, I think. Honduras. Let's see. Panama, Costa Rica, Nicaragua, Honduras. Eritrea. Is this one. Lebanon. Is this little one here. Sweden, we've got to scoot up for that one. Sweden. Finland, Sweden, Norway. This one. Republic of the Congo. Alright, the Congo runs through here somewhere. This big one here is the Democratic Republic of the Congo. So, this has got to be it, huh? Belarus. Okay, that's kind of involved with... Got Russia and Belarus, which are both... You know, Belarus is with Russia on this war, so... Ukraine is worried about Belarus. I don't know what I haven't read the news here lately, but we will talk about that one on Monday. Niger. Ishiwatu. Ishwatini? Sorry, Ishwatini. That's it. North Korea. Up here. Finland. Just talked about that one there. Slovenia. Here, I'll scoot it down so you can see what I was clicking there. Slovenia. Okay, there's Slovenia and there's Slovakia. Okay. There's Czechoslovakia. Used to be a part of this here. That's Czechia. Now that's Slovakia. So this must be Slovenia. Democratic Republic of Congo. We were just talking about that. That's the big one here. Venezuela. That's pretty easy. That's over here. Australia. Okay, that's hard to miss. Georgia. Oh, I know where Georgia is. That's over here. Let's see here. Georgia. I think that one's Georgia. Colombia. Burkina Faso. Philippines. Oh, shit. I missed one. Uganda. All right, let's see. I think that's Uganda. United Kingdom. Sierra Leone. Pretty sure it's that one. Kiribati. That's right here. San Marino. It's one of these here. San Marino. What's this one? Guinea. I think this one's Guinea. Burundi. Or Burundi. It's one of these little ones here. I think it's this one. Tanzania is right next to it. Tajikistan. Okay, all the Stan countries. That one. Papua New Guinea. There. Sao Tome and Principe. I have no idea if that's how you pronounce it. Romania. There. Benin. Right there, next to Togo. Togo. Saint Kitts and Nevis. What's this one? Alright. Somalia. Over here. Gambia. That's this one. I gotta zoom in for that one because it's really small. Hard to get. Is that what I want, I think? Cape Verde right next to it. Angola. Is this one, I think? Yep, good. Okay. I get that one confused. Samoa. Okay, that one's over here. Yemen. There. Maldives. I think that's Maldives. Kosovo. I think it's that one. South Korea. There. Oh, I've got 3 minutes. Oh no, will you make it? Bhutan. Ethiopia. Seychelles. Iraq. Uruguay. Suriname. Malawi. Singapore. Gotta speed it up here. I'm running out of time. Tunisia. Mali. Trinidad and Tobago. Peru. Cuba. Moldova. That's one that I missed before. Like an idiot. Alright, Moldova. Palau. Where the hell did that go? That one. Nicaragua. There. Liberia. Kuwait. Senegal. Japan. Iran. Jamaica. South Sudan. Vietnam. Montenegro. Cameroon. Mexico. Myanmar. Qatar. Shit. I'm gonna miss this one. Yep, I knew it. Dominican Republic. That's that one. Portugal. North Macedonia, Palestine. You guys zoom in for that one. Tiny bit left. Sudan, Nepal, Vanuatu, Tonga, Tuvalu, El Salvador. Alright, let's zoom out a little bit here. El Salvador, Serbia. Okay, where is Serbia here? Oh man. I think that's Serbia. No. Oh shit. Oh my god. What am I doing here? How am I messing this up here? All right, there's Greece, Albania, North Macedonia, Slovakia. Oh, that's Hungary. Oh, is that? Oh, that one's not taken. That's got to be it. What is going on here? Why? What? Where am I messing up here? Serbia. Oh, shoot. Now I'm over time. What the heck? Serbia. I should know this one. I'm blanking on this like I blanked on Moldova last time. It's probably somewhere totally different. I'm just messed up here on the language. Serbia. I'm almost certain it's in here. But those are all taken up. There's Greece, Albania, North Macedonia, Kosovo, Montenegro, Croatia, Herzegovina, and I thought that was Serbia. One of these here is Serbia. Czechia, Slovakia, Hungary, Serbia. Isn't it? No. Damn. Is there one under there that I'm not getting? Czechia, Slovakia, Hungary, Herzegovina, Albania. It's not anywhere else, right? Jeez Louise, why am I'm blanking on this one. I'm going to skip this one. I thought for damn sure that was Serbia, but it's not, apparently. Alright, skip. Shit. Chad. Norway. Grenada. That really messed me up. Well, now I'm going to remember Serbia for the rest of my life, I think, now. Grenada, where am I at here? Grenada. France. Turkmenistan. Paraguay. Barbados. Hungary. Yeah, I'm 45 seconds over here. Shoot. Yeah, there's Hungary. UAE. Micronesia. Mauritania. I think that's it. Marshall Islands. Gabon. I think that's it. Morocco. Wait, where am I? That's Morocco, I think. Central African Republic. Brazil. Come on, click, click, click. Bosnia-Herzegovina. Bahrain. That's the one. Bahrain. That's the one that I got mixed up with Qatar. Bolivia. Algeria. Egypt. Liechtenstein. Good dear. Madagascar. Argentina. But yeah, it was Belize, Spain, Ireland, Ghana. I think that's Ghana. Canada. Canada. Kazakhstan. That's this big one, right? I always get the stands mixed up here. Afghanistan, Uzbekistan, Kazakhstan, right? Yeah. St. Vincent and the Grenadines. That's right. Ivory Coast, Greece, Santa Lucia, China, Haiti, Ecuador, Jordan, Djibouti, Nehru or something. Get that one. Ukraine, Monaco. I think that's it. I think that's Monaco, isn't it? Azerbaijan, Pakistan, Costa Rica, Kyrgyzstan, Turkey, Cambodia, Iceland, Afghanistan, Mozambique, Latvia, Panama, Chile, Libya, Albania, Andorra, Czechia. I haven't. Okay, Vatican City, Oman, Armenia, Slovakia, Rwanda, Mongolia. Let me show you where that is. That's Mongolia above China. Antigua and Barbuda. God, I'm way over. Let's see. I think that's this one. Russia, Equatorial Guinea. Did you know that the Equatorial Guinea is not on the equator? Trivia there. Indonesia. Formerly the Philippines, according to my guess. Boy, Uzbekistan. Lesotho. That's down here. Thailand. Mauritanias. I think. Bahamas. It was over here. Denmark. New Zealand. Guyana. Comoros. Sri Lanka. Okay, Serbia, that's the first one I hit. The game fucked me over here. Did you see that? That was the first one. The first one I clicked was Serbia. Let me go. Let me check. Let me just. Wait, is it gonna? Let me go to the map here. That's the first one I clicked. Was Serbia. I clicked it 2 times. There it is, Serbia. That's the first one I clicked, and then I clicked this one and this one, and I clicked that one again, and it kept telling me I was wrong. Jesus Christ! So I got them all then, right? I didn't miss any. I don't think. Did I? Did I miss any? I think that was the only one I screwed up on. Maybe I missed another one. Why did it do that? That's really weird. I'm gonna look at the VOD because that was the first one I clicked. I think, and then I clicked one of these two, and I clicked these two. Those were wrong. I clicked that again. It said I was wrong. I mean that's Serbia, right? That's the one that that right there. Unbelievable! Wow. That's really bizarre. Huh? Okay. All right. Well, that was fun until I got to Serbia. That is bizarre. Okay. Well, I didn't. I still would have been like 5 minutes over anyway. Oh wait. Okay. So, yeah. I don't know. That was somewhat frustrating. It was fun until I got to Serbia, and for some reason the map game was telling me that wasn't Serbia. The one I was clicking was not Serbia, but it was. So, not sure why that did that. But anyway, I should have turned the. Maybe I should have changed the category here. I have science and technology, and I went on to the geography game. Well, geography is a science, isn't it? Right? This is political geography, so not quite, but we can talk about the continents, right? That's science. What is a continent? Which is Europe and which is Asia? Where is the dividing line there? I remember when I was in school, when I first saw a map of the world, I saw this and I said, hey, that fits right in there, When I first saw that, I said, hey, look at that. That fits right in there, And it turns out it did. It's at one point, kind of. So there are a little bit of science in there for those of you who tuned in thinking this was science and technology, and I actually snuck in some geography. Earlier I was doing sewing, so I tried to do talk a little bit about science when I was sewing too. All right, so I guess that's it. I went over 2 hours here. Didn't mean to. All right, so that's it for the stream, I guess. Thank you for coming in. Tomorrow I'm not sure. Tomorrow I usually do news in the morning. I'm not sure if I'll get to that or not. But Monday is kind of when I do news stuff, and then most of the time I do science and technology. I do some IRL streaming. I do unmuted. Hey, Ducky, how are you? Big Ducky Snow is on chat here on Twitch, and he's unmuted again. Good. Yeah, Stephen. We're just wrapping up the stream here. I was I did the geography game just to fill in the last part of the stream. I will try to tune in for your Monday news stream. Oh, good. Great. Thank you. Yeah, I try to do news on Monday. I should do it like more often or something, or I don't know. Because, they don't always cover a full week, and sometimes they miss some stories and stuff like that. But whatever, it's just kind of just to do it anyway. It's just something to do. It's more to like look at the news with a critical view or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Look at how to look at the news, how to read the news, how to see if stuff is true and all that kind of stuff, and how to balance it out, and that kind of stuff. It's more how-to than just oh, here's the news. You know what I mean? So I don't know if you saw that, Ducky, but I was playing this this game here, and it got to Serbia, and I went up here and I clicked Serbia, and it said wrong, and I said, oh shoot. So I clicked these other ones here. I clicked Bosnia and Herzegovina, and I clicked Montenegro, and a couple other ones here. And Hungary. I think I mistakenly clicked Hungary once, so I did miss one. But I kept clicking Serbia, and it kept telling me it was wrong. And I was just dumbfounded why I wasn't able. I didn't know where Serbia was. And then I got to the end of the thing, and it turned out I was right, and it was just telling me I was wrong for some reason. So it was fun up until that point. Then it got frustrating. All right, so let me wrap this up here. I'm way over. Appreciate everybody watching it. Really flipping weird. Yeah, it was weird. Appreciate everybody watching the stream. If you're on the VOD or you're seeing this recorded somewhere on video, if you can make it to Twitch and hit the follow, that would be nice. I'm trying to get what they call affiliate here on Twitch, which if I get to that point, then I can make the stream a little bit better. And I don't know. It's just a goal, just to be another goal to get people locked into the stream. Onto the platform. Here's a goal. Try to get the next goal. So that's what I'm trying to do now, is get to the affiliate stage. And I need so many. I need more followers and all that. So if you're watching this, please, if you can, get to Twitch and hit the follow button. Otherwise, I think that's it. I don't know if there's anything else I need to do here. I think I've got everything covered here. I've covered everything that I wanted to. So I guess we'll see you on Monday, or whenever you can tune in again. And I appreciate everybody stopping by. We'll catch you later. Thank you. Bye. Oh wait, let me transition to my. There we go. Put my mug back up here. All right. Bye, everybody. We'll catch you later.
All right, here we go. First thing we climb a tree, and maybe then we talk, or sit silently and listen to our thoughts, illusions of someday, cast in a golden light, no dress rehearsal. This is our life. And that's where the hornet stung me, and I had a feverish dream with revenge and doubt. Tonight we smoke them out. You are ahead by a century. You are ahead by a century. You are ahead by a century. There in the morning shroud, and then the day began. I tilted your cloud, you tilted my hand. Rain falls in real time, and rain fell through the night. No dress rehearsal, this is our life. Well, that's when the hornet stung me, and I had a serious dream with revenge and doubt. The night we smoked them out. You are ahead by a century. 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 And disappointing you is getting me down. Hydrate or drive, absolutely. That is good. Dihydrogen oxide. That is very, very good. Dihydrogen oxide.